that is because when I do open my legs, the men they get crazy.
What you
I'm
mean?
telling. You want me to be blunt for it? You want me to be
No, I
blunt?
want you to be keep it classy, but you trying to say they getting p whipped?
Yes. I
So the
I
solution
got
is so let
snapback.
me get this right. So let me get
Yes.
this right. So you meet a man that's a high value man, a good guy. You think you're gonna be celibate for what? What? Till you married?
Yes.
You got your goddamn mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with two kids and think you gonna shit. Separate checks,
See, no,
separate
because I
checks.
know.
Check, please. No,
Mm,
listen, listen, man. I'm making
okay.
light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with two kids, talking about celibate. You need to be trying to give that shit away.
This right here is very hard to hear because it's basically telling someone, women in particularly, that if you've made past mistakes, if you have children out of wedlock, if you've had sex before, that you should just go ahead and keep doing it because you've already done it. And what kind of repentance or, way to try to change your life to get something different is that?
I mean, of course, it's 6 months now, so it might be to the point where we should probably be exclusive. But he hasn't actually asked me to be
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
exclusive.
whoa, 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 whoa. That doesn't compute. How,
You're right.
how can he
So
be marriage minded and you're not exclusive?
no, we're not exclusive. Like he's made comments about, me being his wife. I want you to be my
Are you
wife,
guys
and we can
sexually
talk.
active?
No, we haven't had sex.
Okay. Why?
Why? Because I don't. I'm stingy. I'm stingy with the puss.
Excuse me?
I'm stingy with it. I do not give it up easily.
Were you married to your daughter's your baby mama though, right?
Baby, I've never been married, no, but I just
Okay,
don't.
so
I know.
hold on. Let's talk about this though. See, um, I find it funny that women like yourself, baby mamas, all of a sudden want to get stingy with the puss after you done gave your womb up before a ring, but then you want the high value men to put a ring on it before he gets it.
So am I supposed to give it away?
You goddamn right, you already did. Because here's the thing. See, that's what I mean. Man, you're a used vehicle wanting brand new 2021 prices.
Used vehicle. And unfortunately, that's what a lot of us are being compared to. Even having the term being test driven, taking a test drive. And women are human beings.
You can laugh all you want to, man, but you just said 6 months. You're not even exclusive. You're talking about he's marriage minded. What do you think he's inserting his penis in his hand?
No, that's the thing. He could be inserting it somewhere else other
Exactly,
than.
because here's the thing, men with options don't play these games.
Mhm.
I'm not telling you what you have to do, but I'm telling you that if you're telling us or telling me that you have had sex with a man and had a child outside of marriage, and then you go into the dating market and telling another guy you got to pay a higher price than this other guy did, is the child's father in the life?
Yeah, he's in her life.
Is he a high value man?
I would say so.
No, no.
Yeah,
Is he
but
making $10,000 a month or more?
no.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
I honestly think that a lot of the advice out there is to reserve the goodies
There's no
and.
reserving anything, ma'am. You've already had a child. See, the advice that you're getting that from. Let me take it down a bit. The advice that you ladies are getting that from is from women. I'm telling you, as a man, as a high value man who have high value men, clients and friends, this is one of the things that puts you in the no category. He may enjoy your time. He
Is
may
this
like
my boy?
seeing you, but I guarantee you this: you are not seriously on his radar because there's no way he can go back and tell his colleagues, other high value men, this story and maintain respect.
Why would you even need to go back and tell other men what's going on in your relationship? And in this particular young lady's situation, they're not even exclusive or in a relationship. So that's probably why she's not being sexual with this guy. But just because it's been 6 months of dealing with him, she's expected to, you know, get in bed with him when he hasn't even made it apparent that he wants to be with her long term. He only said it verbally, but he didn't, you know, do any action which would be making her his woman.
You are saying you had a child with a lower value man, but then you're with a higher value man and you won't even have sex. You're not a child. You're 30, right?
I'm 30, yeah.
So why are you playing games with this sex? It's manipulation, ma'am. That's what it is.
But if I,
Well, I don't know if it's manipulation, but I think it is actually manipulative to require a woman to go to bed with a man in order to be in a relationship.
It's 6 months, ma'am. It's not 6 days. It's manipulation.
yeah, I mean, at some point we can get to that point.
No,
but
you can see, and see, here's what'll happen. Let me tell you, let me go ahead and play the magic 8 ball for you. When you finally decide to give it up to him, he's gonna take it and then he's gonna split. Because men do not like to be played like this.
That's it.
I don't know how this is playing with him. I mean, she's not ready, she's not sure, and she is not his woman. So why is she compelled to do this?
Yes. My guess is you've already blown this. Men do not like to be played like this. He has investments in this, so he wants to get the tail. But I don't know. Here's the thing. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. You've heard this from Steve Harvey and all these other dating gurus, but you know what? No men follow Steve Harvey.
Explain to the men why you believe this makes sense, that a man should have to wait to have sex with you until after you're married.
Good question. If they're a believer, they'll get it. If they're not, I mean, church is like,
Well, I'm a believer. But when did you start your faith walk?
after Halloween 2021.
So as a believer, you can't, it's hard to tell people that when you got a whole 9-year-old.
Right, and then that's what I say. I'm not like, I walk in faith, you have to wait for me. I already did my damage. I did my due. I mean, like you said, I'm not like the typical 22.
So basically he's saying if you've had a child, you're damaged goods. 90% of the population has already lost their virginity by the time they're 19.
But that's what I say. I'm not like, I walk in faith, you have to wait for me. I already did my damage. I did my due. I mean, like you said, I'm not like the typical 22-year-old that's single and no kids. You know, I come with baggage. I mean,
Right.
It is what it is.
Come with baggage, child, and then you expect somebody to wait until you're married to have sex.
Right.
Please
My friend,
explain to the men why this makes sense.
and yes, you're so right. When I say it out loud, I'm like, okay, girl, calm down. Like, you're up here, bring it down here. Totally get it. I feel like it'll, how can I explain to a man why? I wouldn't say, hey, I'm waiting till marriage, because that's like, it scares someone off.
No, you need to. See,
Right.
you need to be direct.
Right, because then I'm leading him on or stringing him along. Right, that's true. I feel like it's a case-by-case basis, honestly.
The man said he liked you.
Yes,
And he dated you for a month.
yes.
How long before you were intending to have sex with him? He's 30 years old. He's not a virgin. Ballpark it for me.
Maybe 2 months in.
Did you tell him that?
No, but I told him I had bad experiences with men in the past.
Well, there you go. Ding, 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 ding. Making a man in your present pay for stuff in your past equals no future.
I don't see how this is making somebody pay for the past if you're just trying to do something different from what you did in the past so that you could have a different result now.
it is part of my.
Your problem.
No,
The world-
it's like a trauma, right? So.
Okay, due respect, your problem. The world doesn't owe you and me understanding. Come out, put your big girl panties on, and grow up. Please tell me you're addressing your trauma with a professional therapist. Exactly.
I do agree with the therapy part.
The world doesn't owe you understanding. This is what I mean. Modern women have been painted into, you want to be modern women with all the freedoms and everything else, then freedom comes with responsibility, accountability, and consequences. You're 27 years old. You want a person who's not married to you to understand your traumas that you're doing nothing about. No, thank you.
So if something brought her trauma, again, why would she continue to do it in the same fashion she was doing it? This is why the young lady wants to wait a while to see if the guy is serious about her. Telling women that they are going to die alone because they don't want to have sex anymore before marriage is manipulative in itself. This goes back to men getting into relationships to have sex and women having sex to get into relationships. I noticed that on a lot of his shows that he was extremely nice to virgins, yet there are very few of those left, especially now with the millennial generation. Like only like 90% of people are not virgins by the time they even turn 19, like I stated earlier. All right, so he's nice to the virgins, yet he's very demeaning to women who've had sex before but no longer want to continue in that lifestyle, and they're trying to do something different so that they can get something different. He kept saying, that he was in the church and he was a youth leader or some type of leader. And he keeps bringing up church and are you a Christian and are you this and are you that? But a lot of those concepts he seems to just throw out when it comes to this in men getting what they want, basically. I just didn't understand why it was such a big problem for a woman to change her mind, go in a different direction of what you're supposed to do when you become a quote unquote Christian, and for her to be spiritually whole, spiritually free, instead of just having sex to make the man happy and in the hopes of, he would marry her. And some things that I just don't understand about the whole concept of, okay, so the man is getting what he wants, but if the woman is not feeling that and she wants to do something different, that means somebody is going to succumb to the pressure of doing something that they don't want to do. Either the man is going to have to wait because she's not comfortable having sex before marriage, or she's going to have sex even though she's uncomfortable having sex before marriage. So who is supposed to win? It seems like, we can't win, because if we're trying to do something better, something different, and at the same time, men are always talking about body count, it's like you can't win. What do you want? You want us to not be chased or try to be chased just because we made mistakes in the past? That just doesn't make any sense. So basically, if a woman considers sex before marriage a sin now, later in life, she must continue just to keep doing what she's been doing, and go against her morals and go against quote unquote God, so that she can have a man and get married. And so my argument would be, so you can be a born again Christian, right? But you can't be a born again virgin. And we know that technically you cannot be a born again virgin, because once you do something, you can't undo it. All right. We know that technically it's a mindset. Everything is a mindset. That's just like saying, okay, well, we already know you can't go and unmurk someone. You can't go and untake advantage of someone. You can't go and unrob someone. It's all a mindset just to stop doing the things that are wrong and transgressing what you consider is the law and what you consider is righteous and biblical at that time, you know? So, yeah, that's something that I've always, had a issue with. It would be like fingernails across a chalkboard when I would hear him say, "Oh, you've had a kid, you're used goods, you've already had sex, so why can't you just keep doing it?" Well, it's just like a dog would turn into his vomit once you wake up and you come into Christianity and you know better and you know right from wrong. That's where the issues come in when it comes to the Most High, is when you know better and you keep going back and doing the same thing over and over and over again. So that was just my argument about this whole situation about him telling women, "Oh, well, you may as well go ahead and give it up because you already have." So basically, the only women that have any leverage are women that are virgins, which are few and far between. And so it's like, what do you do? What is a woman supposed to do? And if she gets into these relationships, I know it's easy to say, "Oh, well, you should just choose right." But sometimes you can think you're choosing right and the man not turn out to be what you thought he was, or vice versa, the woman not turn out to be what he thought she was. So it goes both ways. But this video in particular is about the fact that, women can't seem to change their mind. You can't change your mind. Like, once you've done it, you've always got to do it. If you got a baby daddy, then you can't have anything more than what the man was that you had a child for. And that's just asinine. Like, you always strive and thrive for more and to do better and to have better, So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on that. Thank you all for watching and listening.